In 2007, viewers flooded the YouTube channel of TEDx to listen to the TED Talk of a 65-year-old Chilean writer and journalist, Isabel Allende. Her speech, Tales of Passion, was a delivery of stories containing strong progressive arguments. Isabel Allende, one of the best-known authors of Latin America, has never stepped down from the limelight since. She is often compared to Gabriel Garcia Marquez for her powerful use of magical realism. Born in 1942 in Lima, in Peru, Allende's eventful journey through exile, displacement, and empowerment has its roots in Chilean political history. Allende spent most of her childhood in Santiago with her grandmother, who was a fortune teller and an astrologist, and who made a lasting impression on her. The year was 1973. Isabel was working as a journalist and was married and had children. During the political unrest in Chile, Salvador Allende, who was then president of Chile and the cousin of Isabel, was overthrown from power. Unable to withstand the threats on her life, Isabel moved to Venezuela along with her family. It was during her 13-year-long life in Venezuela that she wrote her first novel, The House of the Spirits. She was nearly 40 years old at that time, and the novel came out in 1982. The House of the Spirits is the story of 4 generations of Trueba family, told by 2 protagonists, Esteban Trueba, the eldest, and Alba Trueba, the youngest. The story unfolds in magical realistic style, involving tales of love, lust, paranormal occurrences, and superstitions. Autobiographical elements of life in exile and fear under a patriarchal regime can be observed in the novel. The political disturbances depicted in the novel echo the post-colonial socio-political unrest of Chile. Allende's next novel came out in 1984, Of Love and Shadows. It is the story of Irene, a magazine editor living in Chile in the course of the Pinochet dictatorship. Irene is similar to Allende herself. The novel unfolds as a love story between Irene and Francisco, a photographer, and their search for justice and truth. Her next novel, Eva Luna, published in 1987, is the tale of Eva, a storyteller like Scheherazade from the Arabian Nights, again modeled on the author. It is a work that combines the allegories of the socio-political situations of Chile with the conflicts of borders of Latin America. Here, storytelling becomes a survival mechanism in times of oppression and unrest. Daughter of Fortune, published in 1999, is set in the background of the gold rush in California. Portrait in Sepia, the next novel, is a sequel to Daughter of Fortune. City of the Beasts is a magic fantasy novel published in 2002, belonging to the genre of children's literature. The novel is set in the rainforests of Amazon and has 2 sequels, Kingdom of the Golden Dragon and Forest of the Pygmies. Allende has also written the novels Zorro, Ines of My Soul, Island Beneath the Sea, Maya's Notebook, The Japanese Lover, In the Midst of Winter, and A Long Petal of the Sea. Paula, the memoir she wrote in 1994, contains the truest and darkest parts of the life of the author. The book is titled as a tribute to her daughter Paula, who fell into a chronic illness-induced coma in 1991. She never recovered and died at the age of 29. Isabel Allende is the founder of the Isabel Allende Foundation that empowers women and girls worldwide. Allende is now considered the world's most widely read Spanish language author.